Ooh, Polo, Polo, Polo. Honey, Polo ain't letting up, y'all. Polo ain't letting up. Polo got something to say. And you know when that man talks, honey, we listen, all right? So I want to play his video he just came out with. And he pretty much is telling us in the beginning, we got to forget about that pizza, Papa John's that we were so concerned about, the video footage. He said, get it out our head. He said, stop thinking about that, honey. So he's going to break it down and tell us why and some other stuff. He said they're trying to get us to forget some stuff. Honey, this is a mystery of the century, right? And if you guys did not know, I am the one, the only Gigi. Hold on. Medici. All right, make sure you guys subscribe here at the Deep DR News. You know, we call it Tyler Perry, Tyrone Davis Jr., and we also cover celebrity gossip as well and conspiracy a little bit. So make sure you guys check out our other videos too. Check this video out. Go ahead, Polo.
Because people is going to try to get you to forget certain things. They're going to try to remove certain pieces. And Polo like to leave certain things there until you able to confirm them. But it's a lot of pieces that, see, the pieces that should be removed, people ain't removing. People removing the pieces that should stay on the board. First piece that we're going to remove out the way, let's discredit and let's move it out the way for now. The pizza parlor, the pizza place, the chicken wings, the pizza, let's just move that to the side. No longer think about that as of right now, as of today. No longer focus on that pizza place. That pizza place is an illusion at this present time. There's nothing to collaborate with the pizza place. There's nothing to collaborate that is evidence to support the pizza place. There's nothing to collaborate that they actually went to the pizza place. There's nothing to collaborate that the wings and pizza actually belongs to Tyrone, a.k.a. Joe, or Kiara, a.k.a. Lulu, or anybody else allegedly involved in this situation. How that pizza and chicken wings came in place is because when the Davis side of the family went down there to Archer Road, the pizza and wings was already on the ground. Already on the ground. Already on the ground. The reason why people are so focused on the pizza and chicken wings because when the Davis side of the family did go up there, then was the two key items that they had picked up off the ground or they had seen in the road or the witnesses had seen in the road. But nobody to this day can physically say that they seen that pizza and them chicken wings come out that car. Nobody. Not one soul. Not one soul can say that they actually seen camera footage inside the pizza parlor of Tyrone Davis Jr. or Lulu, a.k.a. Kiara, inside the pizza parlor. Nobody can say that. Not even the police can say that they seen this as of right now. As of right now, there's nobody to collaborate with that story of the pizza parlor. And I know the world has been tuned in on the pizza parlor, but at the same time, the pizza parlor and that stop is throwing people off. It's throwing people off. And people so focused on that timestamp of that box and that pizza and it being scattered over the road and the wings being so put together inside the chicken wing box. Okay, now I had asked everybody to go watch the video footage of Lulu having a conversation with Tyrone's sister. I also asked you to go back and look at the medical examiner report when it's the layout of Tyrone Davis Jr. body. You know it's just a design. A lot of people got confused because they seen a date at the bottom of that piece of paper that said 12/31, 2025 or something like that. And then they seen the date on top of the paper that was hand wrote inside there. The paper that's printed at the bottom, That's just what they do at office work, or you may go see some official office documents or something. It have a date that they print the paperwork, or they revise that original form. And you know, people, they print a bunch of copies off of it. That don't mean that that's the date that it happened on. When they wrote it in, that's the date when they made their autopsy report. That's why you get confused on the two dates. That date at the bottom is just when they print the paper off or printed that form. That's it. That's all that is. So don't get confused by them dates. The second thing I want to talk to you about, if y'all remember that female, that white lady that I had introduced to the world, remember that piece I brought out and I told y'all, and I ended up showing bits and pieces and I had covered her face up. The reason why I covered her face up because Tyrone's father was supposed to come down there and meet the lady and take her down there so she get her statement. They were supposed to address these issues. Also, they was on the phone when we were speaking with the lady, asking her certain questions, asking her certain things. Tyrone's father was online. If you go back to that footage, I remember, I think I ended up posting a video where you could clearly hear his voice in the background telling the lady to get in the car. The reason why I said we're going to hold that piece and we're going to come back to it, because I remember yesterday, the last time I went live, I said we got to cross-examine even the witnesses to make sure that they're accurate and they on point. So here he is. The medical examiner report has been released. The Lulu phone call with Tyrone's sister has been released. Now, the key part of that witness statement that I didn't release, and I hold it for a reason. I hold it for a reason because I needed certain pieces to hit the chessboard first. And they have hit the chessboard. And the reason why I told people, like, they be like, oh, you paid this and this. You know, it hurt me to my heart. It really hurt me to my heart that people would think that I would sabotage a case that I told was personal to me. It didn't make sense. The piece of video footage I'm going to show you is of this same lady explaining. Remember, y'all look at the medical examiner. You ever wonder how he got that bump, that bruise on his forehead, that abrasion on his forehead? Remember now, if you look at the medical examiner report, remember, he had trauma to his forehead. The trauma to his forehead. I'm going to show you the video footage of what the lady say transpired as she witnessed and watched it herself. Now, I can't make this shit up because I've been told y'all about this white lady and I've been spoke about her and people told me I paid her. Well, it's impossible to pay her if what Lulu saying and what the medical examiner report show is the same thing that this white lady saying what happened, which allegedly could have possibly, I don't think possibly, I strongly believe this is what caused his abrasion and blunt force trauma to his forehead. Let me show y'all this. Hold on, hold on. Okay, here we go. I had to get my message out to somebody right quick. Make sure they're watching. Okay, hold on right quick. Now let me tell y'all something before I show y'all the footage. Don't worry about the top of the screen saying today. The reason why I said today, because somebody I had to move it closer to my folder, normally, so I could get straight to it. Okay. And I would post this same video on my page just in case y'all can't hear it. What you see?
They pushed that boy out by the guardrail. But for them to be going the speed they was going, they had to do that U-turn at Wawa. They gave him that much speed to be able to kill him when he hit that car. But he got up. And he was like going to get help, like trying to get back in that car. Yeah. He was hollering. I heard somebody hollering, but I'm like, man, there's people out here hollering all the time. Right. You know, I'm not paying attention, and I see the ambulance. that boy out at. Right. He got pushed out of that garbage. Yeah, he was trying to get like out of the way because there's a lot of traffic. Right. But for him, the speed that they was going, they had to do that U-turn at Wawa, and they didn't stop because from that light going, and when they pushed him out, that car couldn't have been going that fast.
Now what you see? I'm gonna let y'all hear it again.
But for them to be going the speed they was going, they had to do that U-turn at Wawa. They gave him that much speed to be able to kill him when he hit that car. But he got up, and he was like going to get help, like trying to get back in that car. Yeah. He was hollering. I heard somebody hollering, but I'm like, man, there's people out here hollering all the time. Right. You know, I'm not paying attention when I see the ambulance. Where the ambulance stopped is not where they pushed that boy out at. Right. He got pushed out of that garbage. Yeah, he was trying to get like out of the way because there's a lot of traffic. Right. But for him, the speed that they was going, they had to do that U-turn at Wawa, and they didn't stop because from that light going, and when they pushed him out, that car couldn't have been going that fast.
Now what you see? Now what y'all have just witnessed is, if you remember, think in your head what Lulu said. Think in your head what her story was. Think in her head what she said on that phone call. Then you go back and look at that medical examiner report. Remember what she just said in this video. She said he was pushed out at the guardrail. He hit the guardrail. She said he hit the guardrail. If you get pushed out of the car, even if let's say you jumped out of the car, jumped out, pushed out, if you hit that guardrail, there go your blunt force trauma to your forehead. This is what she said. She said where the ambulance found him at ain't where he got pushed out at. That's what she said. That is what she said. Now, only thing I'm going to say this right here, and I want y'all to understand this right here. She said he was pushed out, even though the one thing we're going to hold on that statement, because I don't want y'all to run wild with this statement. Know what I mean? That's her opinion, that he was pushed out. Or whatsoever, because, know what I mean? Nobody is inside the vehicle to know who pushed him out, know what I mean? Who pushed him out. But the reason why I feel like she might be telling the truth about him being pushed out is watch this next video. Watch the next part of this video.
That boy got pushed out that car and he was hollering, telling them no.
So he didn't jump out that car?
No, he got pushed.
He got pushed out that car?
He wouldn't have made it that far from jump. Somebody pushed him out that car.
Exactly.
Somebody pushed him out there because that blood's down there.
And
that man, he wasn't high. When the vehicle passed on this side, they was all laughing and everything because I was out front.
They had to make a U-turn.
Okay. They had to make a U-turn.
Okay.
When they was on the right side of the road, they was all laughing, kiki and That boy got pushed out that car and he was hollering, telling them no.
So he didn't jump out that car?
No, he got pushed.
He got pushed out that car?
He wouldn't have made it that far from jump. Somebody pushed him out that car.
Exactly.
Somebody pushed him out there because that blood's down there.
And
that man, he wasn't high. When the vehicle passed on this side, they was all laughing and everything because I was out front.
They had to make a U-turn.
Okay.
They had to make a U-turn. Okay.
When they was on the right side of the road, they was all laughing, kiki and That boy got pushed out.
Okay. Now what you have witnessed? You have witnessed that she's saying that she heard laughing, kiki. Then next thing you know, he got pushed out the car. She say he got pushed out the car. They couldn't make that U-turn because they had to go down there by Wawa and make that turn now. Now, may I remind you now, if you pay attention to when these people went down to the police interview, as they claim, went down there to the police meeting, as they claim, they came back and went live and say that the police showed them a diagram of Kiara, a.k.a. Lulu, vehicle going straight down and then going down some more and then making a U-turn. Well, that's what they said the police told them. But these were the same people that tried to discredit this white lady. These were the same people try to discredit this white lady. So tell me, how can the police tell y'all this? And this same white lady had already said this before y'all went to go see the police. But y'all told the world that Polo paid this person to give her statement. Well, that's impossible. Is y'all really looking for justice, or y'all trying to team up and go against Polo? Because what it seems like to Polo is that Polo already 10 steps ahead of y'all. I keep telling y'all this, but Polo wait and hold certain things until certain pieces hit the chessboard. And when certain pieces hit the chessboard, boom, y'all, here come Polo. Here come Polo. Hold on. Next video. Some of y'all might remember this video, but we got to do these things in clips. We got to do these things in clips because this is chess, not checkers. And sometimes you got to keep your mind closed and hold them pieces and wait till that board set up. And then you know what wet piece fit in wet place. Y'all heard what Uncle Tendenism said. Boom, y'all. Hold on. I ain't finished. I ain't finished. Hold on. Let me find the next clip. Okay, I just found it. Okay, I just found the next clip. I want y'all to bring y'all up to speed. Now, here we go. Here we go. Boom, y'all.
There was at least four. There was four. There's one in the back with him. I don't know if it was a dude. It looked like a dude to me. But then there was a passenger, and then there was a driver. But there was four people in that car.
There were four people in that car.
Yes, sir. There was one in the driver's side with him. He was on this side, like behind the passenger in the back. And then there was a person behind the driver. There was four people in that car. How many people were in the car? There was at least four. There was four. There's one in the back with him. I don't know if it was a dude. It looked like a dude to me. But then there was a passenger, and then there was a driver. But there was four people in that car.
There were four people in that car.
Yes, sir. There was one in the driver's side with him. He was on this side, like behind the passenger in the back. And then there was a person behind the driver. There was four people in that car.
Hold up. You know the crazy part about this is, people had asked me one time before, and people had said multiple times, Polo, well, what side you on? Because you were going hard for the Davis side, and then you just totally just switched up. Well, let me educate you on something. Polo is on nobody's side if they not willing to tell the truth and keep it P about what they already know. I'm not on your side if you already know what's going on or you withholding information. I'm not on your side if you can't stand 10 toes about certain things that you have said already. I'm not on nobody's side if they can't put that shit on the floor and drop them receipts and drop the evidence and drop the proof. See, a lot of people feel like, oh, Polo, you don't know what you're talking about, but you say, y'all looking for justice and y'all saying he was set up. Well, next clip, Polo ain't on nobody's side. I'm on the side that makes sense, evidence line up, and everything that's being presented according to the chessboard, that's whose side I'm on. Hold on, next clip, seeing people feel like, oh, and everybody who feel like, oh, I'm on Lulu's side, Kiara's side, I'm on nobody's side. I keep telling y'all that. I'm on full transparency when it comes to things that y'all already know. And I needed the police, y'all go see them, talk to the police that y'all claim. They say certain things. I needed the medical examiner report to be released. I needed that audio to be released. And I need the cabinet manager to say what he needed to say. All of them are pieces to the chessboard. Hold on. Next clip. Hold on.
That boy got pushed out.
Okay.
The right side of the road.
Hey, this time, can you stay to it?
But I think it was planned.
Oh, there it is right there. Okay, here we go.
But I think it was planned.
Hold on. I don't think y'all heard it. Hold on.
But I think it was planned. I really do. Because they're not just going to come and push somebody out the car. Now, this lady don't know nobody. I don't know nobody.
It is crazy because the fact is she don't know nothing. She just seen us walking. And the
I
first
was going
thing...
to say you were going to the bridge, and I'm like, that must be his people. Yeah. Because I used to stay down there. Right. I was
Yes, ma'am.
down there.
Yes, ma'am.
To go from laughing to pushing somebody out of the car, that shit was planned. That shit had to be planned for them to kill that boy because you're not going to go from laughing to killing somebody in 5 minutes.
Yes.
So, but I think...
Hold on. Woo! Shit, boy, got so goddamn hot in here, I'm motherfucking sweating. Woo! Shit. God damn, boy. Now, this lady just said, I feel like this shit was planned. She said, I feel like this was planned. There's no way that you went from laughing and kicking, her hand laughing and kicking, to somebody being pushed out the car all in 5 minutes. That's what she said. She say, she feel like this was planned. I think it was planned. There's no way that it went from laughing and kicking to somebody being pushed out the car in 5 minutes. I'm gonna let y'all hear it again. So there's no dispute on what y'all said. See, one thing about Polo is, Polo don't try to change up nobody's statement. See, if Polo was trying to alter what was said, then I would never show y'all that this person had told y'all that she feel like it was a setup. I would have been pushing the narrative of him jumping out the car. But apparently, Polo been said from the beginning, I'm not saying it was an accident. I'm not saying the crime. But, I'm basing everything on what's being presented and what makes sense and what the as witnesses saying based on the medical examiner report and the evidence that's around the keyboard. And that, you know what that is? That's Lulu phone call. That's the video body cam from out there in Gilchrist. What the police said and every damn thing else. That's how you base a solid answer of what took place and what might have happened to Joe. Because people don't know exactly what happened inside the car because people weren't inside the car. People can't sit here and focus on the pizza place because to this day, there's not one footage from that pizza place. To this day, there is not one person that can say they seen that video footage from inside the pizza place. To this day, the police have not released any video footage from inside Papa John's. So as of now, it is safe to say that we can't even focus on that pizza place because to this day, there's no proof, no evidence, no documentation from Papa John's. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, let me let you hear it one more time. Oh.
But I think it was planned. I really do. Because they're not just going to come and push somebody out the car.
Now, this lady don't know nobody.
I don't know nobody.
And it's crazy because the fact is she don't know nothing. She just seen us walking. And the first
I was
thing...
say you were going to the bridge, and I'm like, that must be his people. Yeah. Because I used to stay down there. Right. I was
yes, ma'am.
down there.
Yes, ma'am.
To go from laughing to pushing somebody out of the car, that shit was planned. That shit had to be planned for them to kill that boy because you're not going to go from laughing to killing somebody in 5 minutes.
Yes.
So, but I think it was planned. I really do.
There you have it. Boy, listen here. Hey, listen here. I know Joe some goddamn way in that skylight. Boy, that nigga, boy, no matter how much pressure they put on that nigga there, that nigga just won't go away. That nigga would not lay down. See this sweat right here? It's sweat because for so long, and people try to discredit. People try to push you away. People try to get you to back away. See this sweat right here? It represents, dog, pressure. It represents a person who, regardless of what you throw at me, regardless of what you say about me, regardless of who rises up against me, I told you from day one, this shit was personal. From day one, I don't care about people coming against me. See, because when people sit back and listen to these videos again, go back and look at the medical examiner report, go back and listen to Lulu, and go back and listen to everything that you have already seen had hit this flow. Because I told y'all, as the days come, you're going to see more and more shit hit the flow. And lies that were told, you're going to start looking at them shit like, man, boy, that nigga said that. That nigga said that. That nigga said that. This ain't about me shooting at nobody. This is about people just putting that shit on the floor and showing people exactly what you saying. Telling people, reading on paperwork that you still haven't posted is not accurate. Accurate, know what I mean? That's not accurate. That's not even a right thing to do if you got people that's following you, paying attention to you. Anybody can read. I can read off any document in front of me. If I can read it, I can post it. If I can show you this video, I can post it. What's the problem with posting it? Then you just read it to the world? Then you just show it to the world? Why can't you post it? So people can take what you post and cross-examine it. Cross-examine it. Let people make their own sound decision. Because just because you tell somebody something, I don't care if I'm a convicted felon, criminal, or I got a clean record. When you put that shit on the floor, when you drop that shit on the floor, and every witness that have said something, you align that shit with the paperwork, the paper trail, the documents. Because guess what? Them witnesses wasn't there with the medical examiner. Them witnesses wasn't there with Lulu on the phone on that conversation. Polo, I wasn't there with Lulu, Kiara, Dro, Tyrone, nail time. I wasn't there. If you look at that time stamp of this original video, it's February 13th at 7:24 p.m. February 13th at 7:24 p.m. They just released the medical exam. The medical examiner report just getting posted. The phone call just being released. Certain things the bloggers are just putting up. So, how is anybody making this shit up? How are people making this shit up? People say they see certain things. They seen certain cars. They seen certain things. And then let me state something else for the record too. I had seen people in my comment section that asked me to speak on something when they spoke about what was inside drug system, the Schedule 3 drugs. And people had commented saying that the first responders gave it to them. That's impossible. What the first responders give the patient is never documented on that report. The only thing they document on that report is what is found inside the victim's system. That's what's documented on that report. First responders, whatever they give you, would not be on that report at all. So you could back that down, whoever's saying that, oh, that's something that the police gave him. That's not true. I mean, the EMT gave him. That's not true. That's a lie. That's cap. They don't document that on that paperwork. Only what's found inside the system. The thing about this is, man, people wanna drag things on for a lifetime. Everything ain't meant to be dragged on for a lifetime. Know what I mean? If people disagree with certain things, then action is supposed to be taken in the beginning, not down the line. Certain things are supposed to take place. But when you seeking and you want answers from the public, you must keep it all the way P with the public. When you come to the internet and you ask the internet for any answers, you ask the internet to help you get answers, help you out. You asking the world to be in your business. You don't tell the world when to turn that switch off. You don't tell that world when they stop paying attention. You don't tell that world when they stop doing something. That's the problem now. If you didn't want the world to be in your business, you should have did the same thing that Renee asked y'all not to do. Bring that shit to the internet. When the mother asked you not to bring it to the internet, that's what you should have did if you didn't want the information or business from the internet. If you didn't want the internet to expose your personal life or speak on your personal life or bring any family member up that may have been on the scene or had phone calls with Lulu, Kiara, at any time, then you should have just kept it to yourself and just did your own secret investigation. That's it. Know what I mean? That's it. Anytime you bring it to the internet, bro, that's just what it is. Any family bring something to the internet, ask for something. Hell, it might come back that their cousin was the person that killed them. Hell, I remember when my cousin had got killed, we were searching for answers and clues and trying to figure it out. And then, guess what? People started searching and paying attention to family members. And then they dug a little deep and kept digging and come to find out, my cousin got killed by his own cousin. Cousin killed cousin out of jealousy. It wasn't a stranger. It was family. It was family. So when people get agitated, when certain things come up with hell, even the police gonna look at family first. Even the police gonna watch the family first. Just because you say it's strangers, don't mean it's strangers. Some of our biggest enemies be our family. Not saying this is what it is in this case, but that's the reality of it. And sometimes the biggest people that's behind these crimes, it be homeboys, it be friends, it don't be strangers. And sometimes the people who got answers to what happened, it be the friends, the homeboys, the girlfriends, and family. And they'll sit right there and laugh and kiki, show up to the funeral, go to the repast, show up at the protest, and be the person responsible for that person's demise. Because it's all the game. And they got to keep playing the game in order not to get caught. But when people start getting hot on your trail and people start connecting the dots, it's always this one thing you got to remember. No mother is going to throw her child to the wolves. The mother's job is to protect her child, protect their loved ones. I don't know no mother that's going to give that child to the system. Sometimes, man, we got to pay attention to everything. Don't let people take these pieces off the chessboard. They there for a reason. They there for a reason. Don't let them people take these pieces off the board. You got to always keep your whole board open to pay attention to everything. Because when people start taking them pieces off, you got to ask yourself, why are these pieces being removed if I ain't seen nothing to make me want to remove these pieces? Or why I'm removing these pieces if ain't nothing there to explain why these pieces are being removed? That's why transparency is needed, because certain things were placed there. Then all of a sudden, just as fast as you get on them trail, just as fast as you start looking into it, all of a sudden, that piece vanished. It vanished in mid-air. Then everybody tell you it didn't exist. Like, you ain't hear what you heard. Like, you ain't see what you seen. Now everybody playing psychological mind games. I keep telling y'all, we inside spiritual warfare. This is a spiritual fight. A spiritual fight. So if your spirit ain't strong enough, people can remove things and you'll go with the flow. That's not how life works. If you're going to remove it, justify why you're removing it. Show why you're removing it. Make it make sense why you moved it. Don't move it just because people start paying attention to it. Don't move it just because people start putting A and B together. All I'm saying is, if you take it off, explain why you took it off and show it. Show it. Show it. It don't take that. It's not hard to show it. Keep it real with the people who really emotionally tied in. Keep it real with the people who really invested in hoping that justice do be served if a crime have been committed. You got to keep it real with them people. Because let's keep it honest. In the beginning, halfway through it, all the way up to a couple weeks, them same cars were locked in on that scene. Y'all seen them same people on this live about them same cars. But then when people start slowing shit down, paying attention to it, actually locking in, seeing these same dots, all of a sudden, whoop, 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 whoop. Shit started falling off the bone. It wasn't even that no more. It's not even that no more. And it make you wonder, why? Why? You had people saying that they seen the footage inside the pizza place. But that was a lie. Nobody, no civilian, not one civilian have seen footage inside Papa John's with Tyrone Davis Jr. inside there, Kiara, a.k.a. Lulu, inside there. I don't know if I said her name correctly. Nobody have seen that footage. But everybody is focused on Papa John's. A lot of people focus on Papa John's. Papa John's is merely, at this present moment, a distraction. Because they have a timestamp on that box at a certain time. It got time, so people basing their thoughts and opinions based off that timestamp. But there's no proof or evidence to even show that they went to Papa John's. That piece of chicken wing, for all we know, could have got thrown out the window by anybody. Hell, I throw shit out the window all the time. Yeah. But like I say, man, we ain't gonna hold it live up, man. Y'all make sure. Y'all, listen here. I'm gonna drop these videos. I'm gonna post them on my page or whatsoever, so y'all can do y'all the homework. Y'all can cross-examine or whatsoever. Listen to what she's saying. Go back and look at all the evidence that have been put on the floor. Go read the reports and go let everything just meditate inside your mind. Let everything meditate on your mind. And we ain't worried about the bad boys because like I told you, on this live here, we ain't snapping on nobody. I ain't cussing nobody off. Because to be honest with you, I no longer have to do that. I ain't got to do that. You know why I ain't got to do that? Because Polo know what the fuck going on. Polo know what the fuck he talking about. And I don't give a fuck about what nobody else say that Polo wrong and all that shit there. Miss me with that rap shit. And until you able to bring me some receipts and some evidence to contradict what I'm saying, I ain't even trying to hear it. I ain't here to give you engagement. I know you want to argue with me, want me to go back and forth with you. Only reason why I was screenshotting a lot of y'all comments and putting it at the top of my page, because I couldn't comment. I was on restriction. And now I'm no longer on restriction. Man, I ain't screenshotting none of y'all motherfucking comments and putting it at the top of my page. That's out. That's out. And we ain't trolls. We ain't engaging. And nobody targets. Because if it's justice for Joe, and it's long-lived Joe, and you really want truth for what happened to Joe, man, you'll be focused on doing your work. And it's not so much on trying to figure out how you can get back at Polo. Figure out how you can argue with Polo. You want to be focused on that. If Polo not on the case, even though I'm going to always be around, if Polo not on it and not conversate with y'all, then as an activist, you should be focused on that. You shouldn't be worried about what Polo doing, what he ate, what he slept, where he going. No, none of that. I seen y'all talking about Polo today. There's a lot of things I could have said. But you know what? I gave it a break today because I wanted to drop this on the floor and break down these videos one by one. And now I'm going to post it. Because if it's really justice for Joe and something really happened to him where it was a crime, then he deserves justice. If it was an accident, then it's an accident. I ain't saying anybody innocent, and I ain't saying nobody guilty. I only can make decisions based off what's presented and what makes sense. And I tell everybody that. You got to make your decision on what makes sense. And that's why transparency is so needed right now. In everything that you read to people, you got to show it to them. Because you read it to them. Why can't you post it? If you can't post it, then there's something ain't right in that pudding. Something ain't right if you can read it to me, but you can't post it. That don't make sense. And I know it's a lot of smart individuals in this world. A lot of smart individuals in this world, man. If I could read you something, what's stopping me from posting it? What's stopping me? That don't make sense, dog. That don't make sense at all. And y'all ain't got to ask Polo to post it. You know damn well I'm going to put that shit on the floor. I'm going to post it. Because I want all y'all to do y'all homework and make y'all a sound decision. This chess, not checkers. Y'all have a good night. Stay blessed. Stay out of trouble. And I'm going to put this shit on the floor and post it. Until next time, y'all already know. Just like Uncle Tenderism said, boom, y'all.